Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I want to share another eBay purchase. This I thought was a really cool find. I don't think I've known about this book before, but I paid $5, I think with like $1.50 shipping or something. So this was less than $10. I did see some other ones out there that are around the $10 mark. So it is a very affordable book, and it is available. It is sold a lot of places. So this is Victorinox Swiss Army Knives, A Collector's Companion by Derek Jackson. And I have to say, this is an awesome book. I'd pay $25 for this book. It's hardcover. It's about 200 pages. You see on the top here, I don't know if you could tell, but it's kind of like a, raised image of this particular model. And this is chock full of awesome, awesome information. All right, tons of color photos. They give you a timeline, a little history on the company. I'm not going to show you the entire book. Well, there's the contents. There are a couple things I wanted to share in here. All right, I do like the evolution. They have some pages. It's a little history in the beginning. Some old models and stuff. I love the history of knives. But what I really like is they give you, like I said, kind of a timeline on some of the models, like the Soldier. And it's cool to see the old ones. It's actually always been kind of a dream to get one of the original models. Here's a breakdown, which is cool. Shows you how some of these are built. This is really interesting too, seeing stuff like this. Like that's the assembly for the shields, how they're punched out. That's kind of cool information. The building of it and everything. Tools, this whole section is really interesting too. Gives you a breakdown of some of the more common tools that are on these knives and how they're used. They literally give you examples on how to use these tools. All right, like the little fish hook in the front, or fish hook. The fish scaling tool has that little fork on the front. They're showing you that you use that to push out hooks, fish hooks, when they're caught. Some people may or may not know that. So I'm not going to spoil all that section for you. But that's also really interesting to see. Because some people, you find tools in these and you don't really know all their uses. Or you might assume they're used and it might be wrong. Or maybe it has an extra use that you didn't know about. But anyway, this is what I was trying to get to. This is pretty cool. It shows you a timeline of the original Swiss Soldier and how it's evolutionized over the years. But some of the originals are really, really neat. All right, I thought that was a very cool addition. Okay, this is pretty much how we know them, and some of you guys know them to be even newer. And then here's also a timeline of the original Swiss Army knife. So to have one of these, this is, like I said, on my bucket list to get something in this range, to have an original Swiss Army knife. It would just be really, really cool for a collection. I have seen them pop up for sale every now and again, and the prices are up there. So yeah, I'm not gonna give away the whole book. There's one knife in the back I thought was super interesting. All right, it's a gardening knife. You see, showing different advertisements here and stuff, which is pretty neat. It's actually two knives in here I want to show you. Oh, there's the Swiss Army knife toy, which I got my nephew, which he very much loves. This one. So this is a budding and garden knife. Okay, so what we have here is a pruning blade, hawkbill style blade, another clip point blade, and then this specialty brass blade. I've never seen this model, by the way. I had no idea until I read this book. This is supposed to be for more delicate work, like when you're cutting away bark. Maybe you're putting grafting, for example, adding a branch to something. This is supposed to lift the bark without damaging the inner layer. I don't know, if that's, I don't know if brass, is not going to damage bark as opposed to stainless, but I think it's pretty cool. I've never seen this. So, just, seeing a couple models in here, I've known a lot about the different models that are showing, a lot of the historic models, but this is one particular one that I've never heard of before. So if nothing else, for $5 or $6, whatever it was, $7, I guess, with shipping, I learned about a brand new knife that I've never seen before. But there is another one here I wanted to show you, which is awesome. And again, maybe a bucket list model, just because I don't think I've seen it before. So they're multi-tools, they're large multi-tools, which, by the way, I am using one of their Swiss tools, which I'm loving. We'll talk about it in the future. I gotta do a little flip through here. Let's see. It's actually one of their SAK classics, but it has a special insert, which I thought was really neat. I might end up showing you the whole book anyway. I'm trying to find the thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is a very simple black SAK classic, only they have a 1 gram gold ingot that's inlaid into the handle scale. That is awesome. That's taking a, you know, what, $12 knife, something like that, you know, and making it probably $60 or $70 value, but I mean, I'm sure it was sold for $100 or something. That's cool. That's another one that I don't remember ever seeing before. All right, so there's a lot of models in here, a lot of cool stuff to see. If you're into Victorinox knives, I think it is a must-have book, and I want to share with you guys. That was the point of the video, is just to say this has so much information. I learned from it. I knew a lot about Victorinox knives, but you know, there's always room to learn, and I did. I learned a couple things from this little pickup. So yeah, check it out if you happen to see it somewhere. Besides eBay, eBay is a nice place to look for used books and stuff, but also just do a Google search. There's tons of like thrift bookshops online. So you could find a lot of these books that are maybe really popular and expensive on eBay, you know, or among the collecting community, but super cheap at some thrift shop because no one cares about it. You know what I mean? So definitely a cool book. I would recommend it. So that's all. Just wanted to share that with you. You guys know I love reading books that are pertaining to my hobbies. And I did get a couple ones recently. I don't know the order I'm going to post these videos, but I got a Zippo book. I got this Victorinox book. Got a couple knives, a couple rare knives as well. So I've been doing some retail therapy to get me through this cabin fever. But some of the things I get to keep, some things I have to sell to get that money back. But I really wanted to share with you and show you some of this stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. So that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.